Watney, captain of the Discovery, acts all business in order to cope. Luke Nichols, first officer of the Discovery, misses Earth, but acts like a cool guy who doesn't care. And then I'll read the additional voice, the computer. Yeah, the computer. Setting, a year not too far away. On board the spaceship USS Discovery, currently traveling near Jupiter. At rise, star gobos, starlights, frame the stage and are on the ceiling, the walls, wherever the designer can point a light to give the idea for outer space. A table with 2 chairs and a space-age refrigerator form the dining area. Our 2 heroes are sitting in chairs backs to each other. So they're back to back. They're not looking at each other, right, Hannah? They don't, yeah. Sleeping. They wear identical blue jumpsuits with a NASA patch on the chest and an American flag on the arm. An alarm sounds. The pair wake and stand, continuing to face away from each other. They begin their morning routines, brushing teeth, brushing hair, shaving, straightening jumpsuit.
Captain's log.
First officer's log.
Mission day 98083.
A beat. Not to figure out the next bit of information, but to find the strength to say it in unison.
Day 700 without contact with Earth. It's difficult as captain to continue leading when we're so uncertain about the future.
700 days. God, that's almost 2 years. I wonder how they're doing. I wonder constantly.
The Discovery can, of course, function without talking to NASA.
Is Dad doing okay? I'm afraid to even imagine.
We've been doing great science. We know what's up. We don't need some nerds at desks to constantly remind us to take pictures. Those NASA guys are as bad as my mom.
People at home aren't the only ones concerning me. Captain's ridiculously hard on me even when I don't do anything. I feel like I'm the accidental class clown who the teacher hates. It's 7th grade all over again.
We're 10 days from our Europa flyby. We can already see evidence of plumes, which is a super exciting breakthrough. Not that Luke cares. I hate to get so frustrated with him, but he's so frustrating.
I just wish I could talk it out with my family back home. Every day I think about what I would say to them if I could send a different last message. Gotta go, Marina's calling me over to look at a space rock or something dumb like that. God, how incredibly dumb of me.
But each day, Jupiter grows bigger in the windows. It's beautiful. It's the true definition of awesome. She would love it.
I didn't get to say I love you. When I came back, the comms were down. What kind of astronaut doesn't sign off with I love you? Damn it, what kind of brother doesn't...
Another alarm sounds. The characters start, called back to reality from their thoughts. They hastily run fingers through their hair and straighten their jumpsuits, take a breath, and move down stage at the same time.
Morning, officer.
Actually, in outer space, there's no morning or night. There's a concept based on the rotation of the Earth on its axis, causing the sun to appear to rise and set. In space, there's no way to measure such a concept outside of our computers, as well as no reason why it would be relevant.
I was just trying to be polite, Nichols.
Captain.
Marina crosses silently opens the fridge and pulls out an unidentifiable foil-wrapped meal. She hydrates it in the unit attached to the top of the fridge, then sits in a chair at the table. Luke, once she's safely out of the way, pulls a piece of pizza out of the fridge, hydrates it as well. He sits on top of the table. They eat their breakfasts in steely silence.
Computer, run a shift diagnostic.
Life support systems functioning normally. External ship in normal condition. Food rations on track. Water cycling reprogram functioning normally.
Computer, cut to the chase.
All communication systems down. External hardware in normal condition. Internal hardware in...
Computer, shut up.
What the heck? Why would you stop at mid-report?
I know what it's going to say. You know what it's going to say. All communication systems down. External hardware in normal condition. Internal hardware in normal condition. Software in normal condition. All communication systems down. No other ship issues. It's the same every day. It's been the same for a really long time.
Yeah, well, maybe it'll be different today. Computer, continue your report.
All communication systems down. External hardware in normal condition. Internal hardware in normal condition. Software not functioning properly. Repairs suggested. Luke falls off of the table. Marina drops her fork and her jaw.
Holy
Computer, please repeat and clarify.
All communication systems down, external hardware in normal condition, internal hardware in normal condition, software not functioning properly, repairs suggested, starting with the full system reboot.
That's it? We just have to turn it off and on again? I can't believe we work for NASA and never thought of that.
Computer, what will happen during this reboot?
The secondary computer will temporarily completely shut down.
Please don't tell me we'll have to log back into our Google account.
Computer, how long will this reboot take?
No longer than 10 minutes.
And after that, computer, will we be able to contact Earth again?
After that, the computer will be able to assess how to make that happen. So perhaps, yes.
Nichols, does that sound good to you?
Sounds great, Captain.
Computer, please activate full system reboot.
A quiet hum, not previously noticeable, blatantly shuts off. One by one, lights shut off, until all that's left are the stars and a few dim front lights. Marina sits back down at the table and starts working on a tablet. Luke sits in the chair across from her.
What's that?
Various measurements we've collected recently. I'm making sure they're in order.
We're about to finally get back in touch with Earth and you're worried about the science? I bet you were always the teacher's pet in school.
Yeah, I'm worried about the science. What else is there to worry about?
Well, I'm worried about my dog.
I don't have a dog.
You're missing out, man. But seriously, you must have people back on Earth that you miss.
Of course I do.
Such as...
Frank Ocean. He's supposed to have dropped an album in the time since we've had contact.
Not what I meant. A person who you miss being able to talk to every day. Like me, I miss being able to talk to my little brother. He's almost 14 now. I'm his hero, well, at least I was when he was 12. He called me every day when he got home from school to tell me all about his day and ask how the stars were doing. His big brother's an astronaut on the Discovery. He could be the coolest kid in school, get all the girls or boys or Pokemon or whatever kids at his age worry about, but he's too nice for that. I wonder how he's doing now. I can't imagine that me being gone has been good for him. I miss him like hell, and he must feel 1,000 times worse.
He sounds great. What's his name?
Ha, I'm getting through to you. You care.
I do not! For real, what's his name?
Todd. You must have someone you care about back at home. What other than Mission Control?
I told you, Luke. Frank Ocean. You would not say that if you had heard the masterpiece that is Thinking About You.
Oh, Marina, but I have. You sang it non-stop the entire last month of training. You played it whenever we carpooled in your car. You somehow managed to play it in my car as well. For the first week in space, you only talked to NASA by putting your words into that tune until they threatened to literally bring us back to Earth if you didn't cut it out.
Wait, I thought that threat was because you only spoke in How I Met Your Mother quotes.
So now they enjoyed that.
They might have, but I sure didn't. I've never even seen the show, but I'm pretty sure that thanks to you, I'm the second most knowledgeable person in the world about it.
In the world, this is space.
Don't start your space jokes again, Nichols. I would just like to try to speak like a normal human being, and you would just cut in like an android.
An android? How could I forget your obsession with comparing our real lives to Star Trek? I remember you would split us up into each of the characters. I have the jobs of Kirk and Sulu and Chekhov and Bones if you start to die. You're Spock and Uhura and Scotty and Bones if I die, though honestly you remind me more of Nurse Chapel. And then some days you would do the same, but this time with Next Gen.
Man, I've missed you.
I've been here the whole time. This is space. There's nowhere else to go.
What happened to us? We used to be such great friends. Everyone said we were the perfect candidates for this mission, since it seemed impossible for us not to get along. This is the longest I've talked to you in forever.
Space happened. I guess when the comms went out and we lost everyone back on Earth, the prospect of only having one person to talk to forever seemed incredibly tragic. So instead we just resorted to not talking to each other at all.
I'm sorry, Luke. I hope we can do things better than before.
I'm sorry too, Marina.
The pair smile at each other quietly. The cord of a computer turning on sounds. The lights turn back on again, one at a time. The characters rise in anticipation.
I miss my wife, Heather, and I miss my mom. Funny, I'm more than 30 years old, and the only person I miss most is my mom.
It's okay, I miss my dad.
They look at each other. They've learned about each other today and themselves as well. but there will be time to reflect on that later. Full system reboot successful. Hello, Captain Watney and First Officer Nichols. Would you like a diagnostic report?
Yes, please. Computer, skip right to the end.
Air recycling behaving normally. Personal files safely stored and encrypted. Communication systems up and running.
Woo! We should contact NASA first.
Of course, we have to give them all of that science.
The science is why we're out here, number one. I can't imagine a single reason not to call NASA immediately.
You're so right, Captain. It is imperative that we let our lovely government know what is happening right away.
In times like these, there's no other option but to follow that protocol. Computer, please set up one private line with Todd Nichols and one private line with Heather Watney.
The end.
Oh.